Well, hi folks, welcome back to my channel. I'm Scott Silver, and I'm the one that asks all the daft laddie questions regarding gold and silver and what's happening out there. Been a wee while since I've done a video, but it's if you can remember, about a month ago I did a thing. Listening to Backyard Bullion, 365 and the community, the global community, regarding the disappointment of the Royal Mint, and it's thinking, yeah, support that. I want to see a Royal Mint I could be proud of. I want to see a Royal Mint that flings out quality goods. I want to be proud to say, that's my Royal Mint, and I want it to shine. And all these negative comments that get made on YouTube, really, where does that go? Who does that? What audience does that see apart from us that already know what the issue is? I think it's right that having a bigger audience than just YouTube and getting into the hands of influential stakeholders within the Royal Mint is the way that I saw that could possibly make a difference, or even just get these questions asked and answered in some respect. So as I say, I wrote off, and I've received a response, and I'm going to give you a summary of what they're responding to. So the four elements I addressed were number one, value for money. The response form in regard to value for money is determining pricing strategies for specific historic coins is complex and dynamic. Okay. Royal Mint is committed to ensuring that all customers receive authenticated coins, therefore they only source products from trusted historic coin dealers. Okay. The price for the Young Victoria Head Crown you referenced was set in line. Now this is there's 2 points within this last sentence I want to address. The price for Victoria Young Head Crown you referenced was set in line with the Mint's regular pricing structure, and the company have assured HM Treasury that the description of the product was accurate. Right, as I say, there's 2 points I want to address there. So the price was set in line with the Mint's regular pricing structure. Now, using eBay as a reference, and it's a entirely valid reference point for these types of numismatic products. Having looked through BYB's videos where he does do the price difference and what have you, having been able to buy particularly decent products on eBay, not just going for the cheapest available, but giving it a good base point on particularly good quality products. Being able to source something for £20 on eBay and having the product available from the Royal Mint at a similar, let's say similar quality grade of coin, been having that available from the Royal Mint at, say, £100. So that's not comparable. That is not comparable. And so that makes me think, right, what is it's in line with the Mint's regular pricing structure. Now that tells me a couple of things. Working in the procurement industry, that makes me think that they're either paying too much for these coins from trusted historic dealers, or they're paying eBay prices for these, and they're making a huge markup in order to cover for these expensive looking boxes they're displaying them in and providing them in. So are they becoming expensive box dealers instead of our Royal Mint? That sort of pricing structure is really, and if they are genuinely paying a significantly more for these coins from their trusted historic coin dealers, really, I think someone needs to go on a negotiation course, because it does not, and if that's the regular pricing structure, it beggars belief to me, given my background, that someone would pay that for a coin that's available elsewhere for 5 times less. If I did that in my job, I'd be out the door in 2 sweet. Honestly, it's the reputation of the Royal Mint is trusted, it's historic, and as such, the argument that ignorance is no excuse when it comes to it really doesn't fall, because they built that reputation of being trusted, and they have the history behind them that backs that up. So really, there's further questions to be asked in there, and that's something I'm going to go back and ask questions on. The second point I raised was in regard to quality. The response they sent back to me, in recent months, Royal Mint has implemented an additional process for all new bullion and coins and bars, which will significantly reduce incidences of white spotting. They're also working with suppliers and other external partners to identify further improvements with the hope of removing risks in the future. Good. Acknowledgement of milk spotting and measures taken to identify music, removing any future risks is positive. So if not, okay, it's a response, it's a non-detailed response saying we're looking into it and we've introduced processes. Okay, time will tell in regard to that, and I hope I'm glad they advertise. I'm glad they acknowledge it. I think in terms of gaining the trust again of little guys like me and possibly you, is that we've acknowledging a wider context. We put all these adverts out for these numismatics and videos for coin sets. Put one out saying, yep, okay, we've had an issue, this is what we're doing, this is the improvements you'll see. We will be back. We acknowledge what you're telling us, we've taken it into account, we're doing something about it. and I'd be glad. I'd be glad. I'd be back on your you'd be back in my good books in terms of that. Not sure if I'd buy directly from you at the moment, because again, I think your pricing structure for direct, certainly for me and many of the numismatists out there, collectors, stackers, are that you're still far too expensive. But anyway, that's what it is. So that's in terms of quality. Glad it's been acknowledged, and we'll see where we go from here. My next point was in regard to variation and innovation. Their response was, by the way, that's my shed door creaking in the wind. It's nothing. It's nothing else. So sorry. Variation and innovation. To ensure, this is the response. To ensure the Royal Mint continues to deliver innovation and quality designs, they work with the Royal Mint Advisory Committee to uphold quality standards across the range. Aesthetics and design choices are often personal. I do agree with that. I do. But they're keen to share a wide range of diverse styles to appeal to different customer groups. Perfect. Well, is it? Again, this is probably one where they're missing the point in terms of what my question raised, and they're putting it on this. What do they call it? The Royal Mint Advisory Group, or Royal Mint Advisory Committee, and maybe I've just not researched it enough. I don't know anything about it, but again, this is something I'm going to go further back and try and ask questions about. So I want them to see if I can find out what's the structure of this committee. Is it a team of 4 people? Is it a team of 100 people? For this committee, what is the appointment length of a committee member? How does one get appointed to this committee? What's the background of the currently appointed committee members? Are they solely looking at those that have knowledge of numismatic and have been on the board for 20 years? Is it something that's just so ingrained that they're too focused on what's been done previously? Or is it the rotate every 2 years? Is it a case that anyone, me, can be appointed onto this committee to give someone, to give a layman's, a customer's viewpoint, the people that they are trying to impress? Are those type of people on this committee? So that's the kind of questions I want to ask further of. And in terms of variation and innovation, we've got so many things. For example, we've got so many things to be proud of in the UK, and the royalty and the Royal Mint. Why can't there be some sort of collaboration highlighting the fact that we can promote these industry and well-known, well-liked UK establishments and corporations that are doing well and showing the best of British. For example, there you go, Royal Mint. I'll give you an example. the Rolls Royce of companies and popular opinions out there must be Rolls Royce. Why isn't there a collaboration with Rolls Royce to bring out coins or bars? One particular I'm interested in is Formula One. Formula One is of the 10 companies, the 10 teams, manufacturers out there. I believe 6 or 7 of them are based in the UK, and the UK is seen as the home of F1. Okay, there's I forget their name, but they're based in Italy, Ferrari. There are a couple others, so Italy and Switzerland, but the majority are based in the UK, and it's a success story worldwide. It certainly brings in a lot of money. Do some sort of collaboration with that. Also, innovative products. I'll give you a couple. See those Aztec rounds and Aztec bars. See the detail on those are incredible. And get my hands on one that Addicted to Precious Metal sent me, a copper one, and looking at the detail, that's just absolutely incredible as a design. As an innovative product. I'm talking about copper. Why don't they introduce copper bullion? Who wouldn't out there love to have one of these new Una Lion bars in copper? Have that big chunky copper Una and the Lion in front of you. That would be stunning. I've seen the 1 kilo brick that they've got for the Una and the Lion in silver, and okay, I'm warming to it. To be honest, I'm warming to it. It's a lovely. It's growing on me. And when I saw the 1 kilo, I thought, oh my goodness, I want that. But imagine, 1 kilo copper bar done in Una Lion. Wow, I'd love that. It'd be more affordable. The markup, the margin on copper. The Royal Mint could make a bit there. So that's what I'm talking about, innovation. Stacker rounds. Have I said that already? Yeah, we've got Scottsdale Mint stacker rounds with a lion on it. I don't have any, but that's quite cool. That's innovative. Why don't they introduce something like that? And I've got to particularly shout out to the African mints that are flinging out stuff at the moment. They seem to be blowing everything else out of the water in terms of quality of product, the design on the product, the amount of detail that's on the product are just simply stunning. They seem to be competing with each other within Africa. All these mints to say ours is better than yours, or we're doing better. Look at this, you did this. Oh, very well done, but we've done this, and it just seems to be progressing and exceeding everything that I've done before. So hats off to them. They're blowing it out of the water. They're doing well, and that's something that is not and should not be beyond the Royal Mint to replicate and possibly exceed in doing so with the talent that they have there. So that's my response, and I feel that that in terms of variation and innovation, I need further answers in order to get an idea and give it to you guys to say this is what's happening. Now, my final question was in regard to VAT on silver bullion. This is probably the one you've been waiting for, the response on that. Their response in regard to my request to exempt silver bullion from being subject to VAT. So this is the response. Your request to exempt silver should be viewed in the context of over £50 billion of requests for tax relief of VAT received since the EU referendum. Given this, there is no plans to change the current VAT treatment of silver. However, the government keeps all taxes under constant review. Right. That's not an answer. That's not even, I don't even know what that is. Your request to exempt silver should be viewed in the context of over £50 billion worth of 50 billion of requests for relief of VAT received since the EU referendum. Right, okay, let's break that down. 50 billion requests received. That's nothing. I'm not saying that's nothing. I'm saying that's not an answer. They can receive 100 billion, but requests aren't implementation. They could have implemented £1,000 worth of 50 billion requests. So that really, there's no correlation between that and what my question was, and as such, they're saying I should view it in the context. There really is no context for me to view it in from that response. So it means nothing, and as such, I'm really going to have to go back and ask further questions in regard to this. So I'm not going to let this one lie, and I'll include that to any further communications I send back to them. So I've got so that's that. I've got a response from them. I've got a contact now. It is a secretary within the Treasury Department, so I'll contact them again with the further questions I've raised within this video. Sorry, it's been a long video, but I think it's good to let you know what's happening and what my further steps are. So really appreciate you staying to the end here. I'd like to have your thoughts. I'd like to have your thoughts in the comments below. Really appreciate it. And yeah, join the crusade. I've raised 4 points with the Treasury. Keep on at the Royal Mint. It's worth it, and I believe we'll see benefit in the end if we're all provide constructive criticism to a Royal Mint. So thanks very much for staying to the end. Right, if you can write Angus in the comments, I know you stuck to the end, and you're one of the cool gang. Okay, thanks very much for watching. Really appreciate it. Please like, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe and share this if you don't mind. Really appreciate it. I'll continue this, and we'll see where it goes, and I'll come back to you again when I get another response. Okay, thanks for watching. Cheerio.